process. Now the battery indicator is indicated by the Hey everybody, it's Lon Seidman back with yet another iPhone case that was sent my way. This is the myCharge Freedom 2000, and this is from a company that calls itself myCharge. And the reason why it is so big is because there is a 2000 milliamp battery in here that they claim will give you slightly more than a full charge to your iPhone after its battery is depleted. I didn't get that experience. It got me about 86% of the way there when I needed to try it out. But overall, it's pretty good, but there might be some better designed options out there. So let's take a look exactly and see how this thing is designed. So the case itself, again, is rather large, but let's take a look. It's got a padded back here. When you put the iPhone in, the nice thing is it's one of these cases that doesn't commit you to keeping your iPhone cocooned into it permanently. So it snaps in pretty nicely. It doesn't move around at all. Some reviewers that I saw on Amazon said that it moves a little bit, but I haven't seen that happen with mine. And it's also very easy to pop the phone out. So you just put your finger in the camera slot here, oops, and it just comes right out if you don't drop your iPhone in the process. Now the only thing that I found with it that's a little bad from a case perspective is that the lip on the corner here doesn't really go too far beyond the screen. So if you were to put your phone down flat on a surface here like this, the screen will come in contact with grit and dirt that it might come in contact with. A lot of other cases I've looked at have a little bit more of a lip here to give you some protection from the screen when it's being placed flat. Overall, the case gives you access to all of your buttons fairly nicely. So you have the full suite of the iPhone's buttons right here. It's just completely exposed. So that might be good or bad depending on your preference. The headphone jack, of course, is very accessible here, as is the lightning connector, and I'll show you why that is like that in a second. And then the other thing on the bottom here is that you cannot charge it with your iPhone charging cable. So you have to plug in a USB cable that comes with the device, but you're going to need to find some place to plug that in if your iPhone is already plugged into its wall charger. So you just keep that in mind. It's another cable to lose or carry around with you. The good thing is it's standard micro USB, so if you do happen to lose the cable, it's not hard to find a replacement. On the back is the business end of this, and this is a lightning connector that's built right into the charger. And what you need to do is when you want to charge your phone from the battery in the case, you have to plug in this little lightning adapter in there, and that will begin half the process. The other step is to hold down the button here for 3 seconds, and that will start the charging process. Now the battery indicator is indicated by the color of the button when you press it in. So it starts off green when it's well charged, and then it goes down to yellow and then red and then blinking red, and that's when you know you're out of a charge. But it'll charge the phone as fast as your wall charger does. So it's a 1 amp charger, so that's a nice thing to have, that will give you that battery boost fairly quickly. However, I did find in the course of charging my phone, I actually ran my phone all the way down to 0, pretty much the phone shut itself off, and then I plugged the myCharge case into it to see how much capacity I could get back into my phone from the battery that's built into the case. And I only got to about 86%, so I didn't quite get above and beyond the full charge that they said on the packaging that I might be able to achieve. But I think it might be due to the fact, A, that I ran the battery all the way down to 0, but B, the iPhone, when it's plugged in, behaves slightly differently. There's some things that Apple has in the operating system that will throttle certain applications or maybe slow down multitasking or turn off some navigation apps. And I don't think I had anything really heavy running at the time, but nevertheless, there could have been something running in the background that was using more power because the iPhone thought it was plugged in. The iPhone really has no way of knowing that it's plugged into a battery versus a wall outlet. It just knows that it's plugged in and getting a charge. But overall, I'd say this thing will do pretty well in charging your phone when you really are going to be away from power for a while, so it's pretty handy like that. However, there's some other products on the market worth taking a look at. One of them in particular are the Mophie cases that have come out for the iPhone 5. There's one, I believe, called the Air or the Helium. I had a chance to play with one this weekend. A friend of mine coincidentally just got one, and I hear some footage of what it looks like. It's very slim, and it's also curved, so it has a little bit of maybe a little bit of an illusion of being less thick than this one is. But nevertheless, a friend of mine has it. He said it got some really good experiences with that. gets about the same as far as the amount of battery juice that you can put back into the phone. But no matter what, having at least even 87% extra battery is sometimes very helpful when you're a heavy-duty iPhone user like I am. So overall, it's worth taking a look at. It's also worth taking a look though at the Mophie cases, which I think are a little bit better designed, especially as far as how it interfaces with the iPhone and the protection that they provide. This is Lon Seidman. Thanks for watching.